boxing, if anybody go to YouTube, I mean, take 10 seconds to go to YouTube. Any boxing video has over 1 million views. And I notice a lot of it being done outside of Atlanta. Everybody wants to be in Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, so I'm like, who else? Why not me? So, with us merging with everything he's doing, I'm doing, and looking at the numbers with boxing, I said, I'm going to pop it off. I get in the ring. So we're going to get the views up, get the subscribers up, and whatever that's going to do.
That's that competitive side.
Yeah, he's like, I get in the ring myself.
He got to be in the ring.
Yeah, that's like the only way. I can't. If I want it done how I want it done, I got to get out there. Yeah. And I can't make nobody else do it how I want to do it unless I do it. Yeah. So I'll be in the ring March 5th, win, lose, or draw.
Now, Ryan, you got a car dealership and everything that you got going on, and Katie, I'm sure as this conversation grows, I'm gonna learn even more about what you got going on outside the game with us. But where do y'all find the time? Like, how do you balance the time to meet up and plan these events and actually hold these events in between what y'all have going on professionally?
It's man, listen here. It is eventful. It is tiring. But one thing that we are doing that you hear so many times, we are legit enjoying the process from the highs and the lows. When I speak about the highs and the lows are where we at right now. Who clicking on us? Who wants to see us? Who wants to see what we're doing? Nobody. But after 2 million views, that person, they want to be a part of that. This individual wants to box. They want to do that. Now we're on the highs. And now you're getting paid from YouTube. And now everybody want to kick it with you and hang. We just enjoying the journey, man. But meeting up and stuff is challenging because KD has so many awesome things going on. Even starting with his bag, man. So many things that he's working on, I'm working on. It's challenging. Like, we got together about 2 weeks ago, finally, about the boxing event. We literally physically went to the location, went out there, drew out our blueprint, our whole floor plan to how everything we desire. And it's challenging getting together. That's all I can tell you. But you got to make it happen. You got to make the time. As they say, you're going to make time for what you want to make time for.
Definitely going to make time for what you make time for. And even how you said, I love the saying, just enjoying the process.
Yes, sir.
Because if you don't know how to enjoy the process, that's how most people end up starting things and then quitting things. Because they don't think about the process. They just think about the reward. So, man, that was even a little plug. I see you got the bag there. Is that like a little something what you got going on, Katie? Tell us a little bit what you got going on.
What's it? AC. It stands for All Connected.
Okay.
So,
that's a nice bag.
I mean, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
It
was all a thought process. It was all just a thought, you know what I mean? And then I just put it on paper, and I had a guy to help me work on it, and we made it come to reality. So wherever I'm at, this bag with me. You know what I'm saying? Because it reminds me of opportunity us connecting. You know what I'm saying? Us connecting. You know what I'm saying? We all, finding ways to connect and move around, not just on that aspect, but the spiritual realm too, as far as how everything is connected.
We all connected.
Right. Little do everybody know, man. We all connected. But people got to take that journey to understand, like, okay, it is a connection. You know what I'm saying? From everything that I do, from the way that I act, my behavior, my attitude, my, what I attract, it's all connected to you as a person. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, people just got to take that journey, and they will eventually. But yeah, that's my baby, man. I take that thing wherever I go, man.
For sure,
that's
for
my
sure
baby.
he does.
And I love
wait on his moment. He ready. He ain't waiting.
And the All Connected is lovely because when you hear All Connected, some people think like, oh, we ain't connect.
Yeah.
Right? We think of only the positive, but even if it's a negative, you did connect. The fact that you was able to even fill out that vibe proves even more that we still all connected. So that's just that's a little gem or a little nugget I wanted to drop out there.
But to go back and piggyback what we love, even when I was just expressing the journey of the highs and the lows. One thing that I was terrible at, man, growing up, it took to me, I'm 29 years old now, it took to today. My mom had been drilling me saying this for the longest. Man, you just got to enjoy your journey, enjoy it, and give yourself small celebrations.
Yeah.
So now I have small celebrations for myself. Man, if I sell a car, man, I'm doing a lap on my dirt bike right now. Like
small victories, man.
Small victories instead of you so far, man, I don't have the dealership. I don't have this. I'm not financing. Oh, I'm going to be like Terry Cullen for sure because I'm putting the work in. But, You got to do the small things, man. What is it? A slice of cake, a lap, a sip of wine. Just have that celebration. Know that that's in your mind. You probably can't afford Cancun right now, but you keep putting that work in, man, you're gonna get there.
Yeah, definitely don't say I can't.
Man,
I can't.
So those small celebrations, I definitely recommend.
I had to learn that. Really just enjoying the process after I got surgery. I had surgery last year on my shoulder. And man, I was in tears because I couldn't do one push up. You know what I'm saying? Like, right, bro. And when I got the 2 or 3 push ups, I'm like, I'm getting there. And I just, getting it. But at first, it broke me, bro, for a minute. You know, mentally, it tried to break me because me knowing I'm very athletic and I always been in the gym, always doing something. But just to know that I couldn't even do one push up, that you know what I'm saying, that kind of got to me a little bit.
Trust the process, like Embiid says, man. Shout out to the Sixers, hometown hero.
I'm gonna let you have that.
Hey,
In the middle of Atlanta,
I'm gonna say Kevin Durant.
So we understand. So we now got a better understanding of the why to the what for you, KD. Will all connect. Let's switch gears to you a little bit, Ryan, too, to learn more about the why to motivation. Like, how did you come up with such a creative name, and where did it come from? To just tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, a little bit about my why, and then we'll tap into the name. Man, I just say this, man. Life boring. Hell, that's just what it is. Why I say that? Because nobody ever told me you get a woman, you have a kid, and you go home every day.
Go home.
You ain't got to do that, though.
You don't, bro.
Right.
But it's it's fulfilling in its own way. But it's boring to me. I mean, it's cool, but it's boring. So I live to be an athlete. I live to compete. So that's just who I am. So after I was done playing football, man, it was just like challenging. I was like, that door has closed. I have to find my purpose. And as cliche and as corny as it's gonna sound, I really think I'm living for my son. I think I'm living to be a pioneer at this point. For him, for my brother, or for my nephew, I just think that's just where I'm at. And I do small things in between, like the boxing, like football, to keep me alive. But that's what I'm living for, Q. Now as far as the business name, I'm just pretty creative guy, man. I got a journal when I met you in 2019. Before that, man, I had so many thoughts. But like I stress to you all the time, you train me here. I mean, you train me to take notes. So I just take notes on everything that I'm doing, and that's kind of how it came about, just playing around with it. At first, I had other names or whatever, but when I thought about it, I want to incorporate Atlanta, but I think so huge. I'm like, I'll be bigger than Atlanta, so I don't really want to put Atlanta in it. It's 50 states, 13 continents. I want to be bigger than Atlanta. But I say, you know what? I always say Motivation Denver, Motivation Maine. I could always slap that name on it. But I think motivation defines me. It's my own unique way of using the word motivation. I don't want nothing from nobody, but I'm naturally an encouraging type of guy. I'm naturally trying to motivate you to the next day. That's just who I am. So I incorporated motivation and put with motor. Yeah. And that's who I am. I don't want to drag my name. That's cliche. I mean, you can do it. I'm not knocking nobody, but that's kind of how I wanted to go about it. I think motivation defines me.
That make a lot of sense. And so now having the better understanding with what you guys do, how do you feel like what has been like the biggest impact since y'all connected and put y'all brains together with Game With Us? How has it impacted each of y'all's individual endeavors in a different way?
Well, I'll go first. I'll let you have it, KD. Man, it's happening. It's happening right now in front of y'all eyes. Hello. Like, it's happening right now in front of your eyes, man. 2 guys came together. I mean, the things that I'm not so strong at, I realize this guy is really good at. From maybe making graphics or to connect with another person. We just offset each other. And I noticed, like, at the last event that I hosted, I was, like, really struggling with the car business, trying to do that, trying to do everything on my own. And, you can YouTube whatever the last event we had, pretty decent numbers, but looks good on camera. But that was actually the worst crowd I ever had. Facts. Like, it's usually deep. But, man, I really realized I needed help to, like, branch out to more people. And that's what he kicked in. I realized I needed help there. I needed help in the business. I needed help around the house, because I'm doing so much. So I said, man, Father God, I said, man, I want some partners.
Like mine.
Now, legit, like, start praying God your will be done. I just want better business or partners, you know, lover or business partner, whatever that may be, to anything that I'm doing, man. So, man, I ain't gonna lie. Before you go, because I know you gonna go in. KD, I mean, I'm stubborn. That's all get out, man. It's my way or no way. But, you know, we're very transparent. I tell him, man, I could be a hard head, man. But if you tell it to me, give me a day or two, and I'll come back to you. I'll ponder on it. I'll tell you whether I'm right or wrong, man. So at first I was kind of hard-headed on merging. My guy was like, man, are you tripping? I just didn't see. We had two different visions at first. But, man, we chopped it up like grown men, man, and it all made sense. It's all connected, bro.
We're going to talk about that, but I want to hear KD's perspective.
Well, he pretty much went on and put an end to it. But yeah, man, first it was hard for him to see what I saw what he had going, and I knew what I had going, and immediately I combined them mentally. Like I didn't say it yet, but I had combined. I already had combined. Like, okay, so me trying to deliver that to him, he wasn't receiving it the way that I was, and I'm just like, how don't you see this? Like, no, bro. I said, listen, bro. It only makes sense. You see what I'm saying? It only makes sense. Collabing only makes sense. And at first he wasn't getting what I was saying because I guess he was just stuck in his ways. But I think I said, Ron, said last time, bro. I'm gonna say it one more time, and then if you can get it, you can get it. If you don't, you don't. And I broke it down to him again, and he was like, nah. I said, okay. I said, okay, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, you know, right before we got off the phone, because we was on like a 3-way, 4-way call, and right before we got off, he was like, you know, Katie, stay on the phone. So I was like, all right. And I guess at that point, like he was telling me, bro, I heard what you were saying the first time.
It was like the very last minute, we about to hang up the phone. Like, hold on. It click.
He said, bro, I heard you. It just wasn't clicking at first, but I heard you. It was making sense, but as more as you said, when you kept saying it, you know, it started to make more sense.
Now, was you saying it a different way? How did you break it down?
I was saying it the same way.
The same way. All right, so how did you break it down?